Hello everybody. In this video we will try to analyze the upcoming Saturn and Rahu conjunction. It's from 29th of March to around 25th of May, you can say, right? So in this period these two planets are going to be in conjunction in Pisces. So now you may ask, when Saturn comes to Pisces, what is the frequency? Its frequency is once in 30 years it comes to Pisces. So 30 years back it was in Pisces. Now again it is going to be in Pisces. What about Rahu? Rahu comes to Pisces once in 18 years. So 18 years back Rahu was in Pisces. Now again it is in Pisces. But now Saturn and Rahu together coming into the Pisces, right, is the big event astrologically. And one important thing is, what is Pisces? Basically Pisces is the final sign. It is the sign of exit. It is the last sign in the zodiac, and it represents the losing of energy, or it represents the sleep patterns, it represents death, it represents the final outcome. So that is Pisces basically. And also it is famous for all Vedic rituals as well, as it is the area of Jupiter and it's a watery sign. So if you observe, Saturn, when it is in Aquarius, it tries to give the results to the world. Can be benefits or punishments based on the karmic baggage and balances. Now Saturn is in Pisces and Rahu is also in Pisces. Rahu is expanding the nature of Saturn to some extent. Of course there are two repulsive forces, because Saturn contracts the energy and whereas Rahu expands the energy. But overall Rahu also tries to expand the energies of Saturn here to some extent. Now Saturn wants to execute the punishments and the results here, the punishments and benefits that it has given in the sign of Aquarius. Now how it is going to execute? What is the pattern of execution? How would be the energy? Can be decided based on the star it is placed in. Generally when Saturn enters Pisces, it tries to be a bit aggressive. It tries to open up the Purva Bhadrapada 4, because Purva Bhadrapada 4 is very much famous for destruction. So you may ask, why it is famous for destruction? Why Purva Bhadrapada is famous for destruction? Why it has some negative energy in it associated with it? Because Purva Bhadrapada's deity is Ajayikapada. Ajayikapada is one of the members of the gang of Lord Shiva. It's not Lord Shiva, it's Rudra basically. Because Lord Shiva is a normal form, whereas Rudra is a fierce form of Shiva. And that's where, see, the destruction, you may ask, why is destruction negative? Destruction is not negative. Destruction is the cause of transformation, is the cause of new things, new beginnings, right? Now look at some beautiful world. Go to some beautiful city. Go to some beautiful city. In that city, some years back, let us say 30 years back, there were some old buildings, old ruins, and now it is built up with new apartments and new buildings, and everything is brand new. New agricultural activities, new and brand new vehicles. So it's very much new. And you may ask, what about the city that I have seen 30 years back? That is gone, that is destructed, dissoluted, that's no more. But look at the new city. So destruction is needed for the new beginnings, for the betterment of society. Destruction is what? Basically, If you think destruction is only the negative thing, that is the biggest wrong notion that you have, that you ever have. Destruction of negative forces is very good for the world, right? So destruction is needed. That's where the Rudra is very much famous. Everybody praise Rudra, that please remove the obstacles, destruct all the obstacles that are in my way for my to achieve success, right? So you would see this kind of destructive energies throughout the history, and they made the world better. So now you say destruction is needed or not? It is needed. It is needed for the betterment of the society. You want to see the same age-old patterns of same age-old patterns of negative people around you, same old negative things around you, right? So destruction of the negative people is very much needed for the society. Look at the roads in India. Roads are not good. Why? You're paying taxes, but they are not good. Why? Because of some negative people. So they have to be destroyed. The negative people, they should not exist at all, right? So that's why in India we celebrate several festivals. We celebrate Dasara, we welcome Kali, and we ask Kali to destruct all the bad energy in the world, or at least kill the badness in the people. And Kali tries to reduce the negativeness in the people. If it is not possible, then Kali takes away all the negative people. That's the the essence of almost all the Puranic stories is that. So this destruction is very much needed for the world. This purification is needed for the world. So Purva Bhadrapada is very much famous for divine destruction. The destruction by divine, I would say. Right? So that's what we're going to see in the upcoming days. And this destruction, of course, seems to be more painful, and it's very, very rare that this much of destruction, we would not see this kind of destruction anywhere. So that much destruction of negative forces is going to be initiated in upcoming days. And also it is representing the endings of so many things. The kind of endings, if you observe. And in the upcoming days, especially in the next 2-3 months, you would see a lot of things would be ending. And something like, for so many years, for 30 years, the situation is like this, but now it is changed. Or somebody did a lot of mistakes for the past 30 years. He is really enjoying till now, but now suddenly things are changed. Suddenly two people were not at all talking for the past 30 years, now they became friends. Now they actually resolved all their problems and they became friends. So many things that you have seen for the past 30 years are going to be changed. Right? It would be very surprising to see enemies also becoming friends. Or it would also be very surprising to see friends becoming enemies based on the karma, the 30 years karma. And Saturn is very much serious now, because let's see the events just after the 29th March solar eclipse, you have a new beginning, that is Chaitra Shukla Padami. In India, it is celebrated as Ugadi. It's a Yugadi or Ugadi. It's the beginning of new thing, beginning of new year. Basically, it is going to be Vishwavasu Nama Samvatsara this time on 30th March, just after solar eclipse. Look at the transformation. So the transformation is very much vigorous. It is not even waiting for 2-3 days also. Just after 29th March solar eclipse, you are seeing the new beginning of a new year, that is Vishwavasu Nama Samvatsara. That's it. And just before that, you would see the Saturn and Rahu combining in the sign of Pisces. That is a final sign. And when you see Saturn and Rahu in Pisces again, I will calculate that and I will post in next video. If you want, you can also calculate. A very, very rare event. In sequence, all rare events are going to happen. It's a very big transformation for the world. And especially I want to tell, some group of people in the world are going to be very, very happy in the next upcoming months, in the upcoming years. They are going to achieve all success, all happiness, and they are going to be happy for at least for the next 20 years, I would say. That kind of transformation is triggering. And of course, several groups of people would be destroyed, mainly the bad people, I want to tell, having a lot of bad karma associated. What is bad karma? Bad karma is you generate bad karma when you hurt somebody. That's it, as simple as that. When you hurt somebody and when you are too much selfish, that's it. That's bad karma. Right? You look at somebody, he is given a lot of money to construct good roads. He is not constructing, he is taking all the money in his pockets. He is enjoying with that money. So bad karma, he is going to be punished. As simple as that. Severe punishments. Right? Very, very simple. And look at the world leaders. They are not taking care of their own people. They are trying to, they are becoming selfish, or they are behaving with a lot of ego and aggression. Yes, they are going to be punished, obviously. Very, very easy. So it's very much visible. If you observe this transformation, this particular planetary transit, you can clearly say the bad leaders would be punished severely. A severe punishment. After all, they become leaders to take care of their own people. And they are not taking care of their own people. They are just causing a lot of destruction. So they have to be punished, obviously. At least by this time, they should get some sense that they should change, and they should take care of their people. They should help their own people. If they do not have this much of common sense, then obviously the punishment is the very next thing for them. Right? It's very simple, very simple. It's something like, if you're generating good karma, good fruits. If you're generating bad karma, bad fruits. So if you want to add good fruits to your account or bad fruits to your account, that is up to you. If you want to behave with your ego, aggression, if you're giving much priority to them and making others' life miserable, and you're also making your own life miserable, then you are a biggest cause of this negative energy. Okay, right? That's it. As simple as that. And Saturn is waiting to punish all these people. So thanks for watching this video. I will try to post much more videos, because these sequence of events that are going to occur from 29th March onwards. Of course, already this 14th March, I think the lunar eclipse occurred, but it was okay kind of lunar eclipse. It did not have much significance, at least, unless there is very significant impact. We also may not feel like talking about them or posting a video on that. But this particular event, 29th March, and 30th March Yugadi, and then the upcoming transits, the conjunctions, very very interesting. They're going to cause transformation very easily, effortlessly. They can cause all kind of transformations in the world. And after all, human life is it's depending upon the planets and nothing else. The energies of planets are impacting you. They are generating thoughts. They are controlling our brains. That's it. Very simple. Thanks for watching this video.